What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Alright guys, if you have been paying attention, on the day they released Sephiroth, they accidentally released a couple wallpapers that they didn't intend to. One of them was the Halloween one, which they've removed almost instantly, that had some of the characters' costumes. The second one was the Prism Rod and the Killer Hornet outfits for Matt and Aerith, including the wallpaper that belonged there. And then lastly, they released this one, the wallpaper for Soldiers of Shinra, which now we understand why that was removed as well, and probably now re-added because of this new actual Battle Pass. So I want to go through the Battle Pass real quick and see if it's worth it, or they call it the Season Pass, I guess, right? Now, this is on my free-to-play account, so I will not be purchasing it, but I also have a pay-to-win account, which I may actually look into, considering what they offer. Now let's take a look here. So we're going to get ourselves, if you purchase this for $19.99, which is 20 bucks, that's going to be 400 gems right there, or blue crystals, 12. I mean, this is okay. It's nothing really fancy. Let's just claim this first, actually. And then of course the grindstones, 400 more, 3 stamina tonics. So far everything has been okay. Like, so in total you're getting yourself 800 of these. Okay, stamina tonics, nothing to gloat about there. This here is now 800, so that's a lot better, clearly. 800, and then of course you get the coveted gear voucher here, which allows you to get more gear outfits for your characters. It's one of the only places right now that offers that, right? We're looking at another 300 here, quite a bit here. Obviously this is 1200. So if you take a look at it, quite honestly, this is probably the best bang for your buck in terms of spending, right? Now, again, if you're going to be a free-to-play player, you're not going to spend on this, right? It's not something that you're going to aim for. But if you look at the wallpaper, it looks pretty damn cool, I have to admit. It's cool to see Sephiroth with the gang there. This is called the Season 2 package. And then, of course, this is the nameplate that everybody will get, even if you're free-to-play. I think it looks kind of badass with the black. But in regards to like spending, like if it's worth spending on, quite honestly, this is, again, probably the best bang for your buck. I hate comparing this, and I'm going to just show you guys why I hate comparing this, is because if you look at the crystal package, right, to get yourself, let's just say $20 worth, is only going to give you 2,400 red crystals plus an extra 200, so 2,600. You'll easily bypass that for $20 with the battle pass, plus the extra bonus items you get along the way with it as well too, right? But again, I hate comparing the base packages because they're really not that good of a comparison, right? So what you really want to compare it to is the special packages. Realistically, this is where it becomes a little bit more in sync to what's being offered. So really the weekly legendary bundle pass, for example, for $24.99. Again, I'm not going to purchase here, but I'll show you what it does. It gives you 3,200 gems, which is probably equivalent to what you get there. It gives you a 5-star gacha weapon, which is kind of nice as well. It gives you 20 of the fragments to choose from, which the the season pass offers you as well. Plus, very simple 100 of these bonuses. So, realistically, from a perspective of gems, or blue crystals, in this case it'll be red crystals. If you go back and calculate it, the season pass gives you a little bit more. From a bonus gacha perspective, I believe this is the only thing that gives you the 5-star gacha. If we go back to the season pass, let's take a quick look at it. And I'm doing this because there are some spenders, right? And I want to just make sure you guys are getting the best bang for your buck for this. There is no 5-star gacha ticket pass here, so you're not going to get that at all. What you get instead, of course, is 40 of these rather than, what was it, 15 or 20, which is quite a bit. A lot more of the material for gear voucher, for example. You get yourself some stamina, some materia stuff, some gil. Again, quite a lot of the fragments. And then, of course, some of the chocobo boosters, bookmarks, and just plenty of blue crystals. So, and grindstones, of course. So overall, guys, really the package for 20 bucks is pretty damn good. If you're going to spend on anything that's worthwhile, this is probably going to be the most amount of bang for your buck you're going to get easily from anything in this game, okay? So just so you guys are aware of that, I just want to point that out, because a lot of people do ask, like, Payne, what's worth buying? So I do think the season pass is absolutely worth it. I want to talk about something else real quick. So the event itself for Sephiroth, there's 23 hours only left, by the way, to complete this. Just so you guys are aware, I have not done any further. I was position 42 on my free-to-play originally. I'm now at 180. I'll have to do another attempt here to see if I can boost this, but I'm actually okay kicking around where I'm at right now. I actually do not mind whatsoever, shape, or form. Now, I actually have my main account here. I have not tried whatsoever to move up in it. I'm going to attempt to do so on my main account. You guys can see here, this is the score that I got. Again, have not tried it since day one, which means all that magic attack stuff has not been used on my main account. So I'm going to go back today and complete that for sure, because you can see October 4th was the last time I touched that, and hopefully get a higher score. But currently in my free-to-play, guys, I'm at 180. Now, for reward sakes, just so you guys see where we kind of land at 180, is right here. And I'm totally happy with that. I don't care about the nameplate. Honestly, doesn't bother me if I don't get it. The 15, 15, 10, and 10 is all I care about. The score rewards have been completed. So to me, as a free-to-play player, especially with the guide that I created to help a lot of you get to the point where you're at, where you're actually eligible for the top 100, makes me very happy. So thank you guys for watching that guide. I know a lot of you guys had said also that people were mimicking it or whatever. Listen, I don't think that's true. I think every content creator out there and every player out there can read this and recreate it. So, but thank you. I appreciate you guys giving me the credit. Again, not needed. I'm just happy to have helped you guys continue growing and progressing through this. Now, I want to say something as well, too. I had a really hard time running two accounts. I really am having a hard time running both my free-to-play and my pay-to-win account. I want to drop one personally, to be honest with you, and I'm very heavily leaning towards dropping my pay-to-win account. Now, I don't mean dropping it in a sense of like I won't make like I'm not going to play with it ever, but I think from a content perspective, I don't know if I want to do pay-to-win content anymore, because it seems like the free-to-play content is helping people a lot more, and it's a lot more relatable, because there seems to be, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, a lot of the pay-to-win players are saying like, we don't have to spend, but we want to, which is great. That's the kind of attitude you want in a game like this. You want to be able to feel good about spending and not feel forced to spend, right? And a lot of free-to-play players like myself on this account feel comfortable knowing that I can do this without having to put a penny in on both accounts. I can support the game on one account and feel comfortable making guides for you guys on a second. So that's something I want to just get out there is that you'll probably see a lot less of my pay-to-win account and a lot more of my free-to-play account, which has, I think, been the case anyways at this point, right? So I just want to thank you guys for supporting that, obviously, because it means a lot to me, being able to create these guides for you, and you guys showing appreciation for the content has made it a lot easier for me to focus on my free-to-play. And quite honestly, I'm actually enjoying it a lot more than I was on my pay-to-win account, because the pay-to-win account, even though it's a Dolphin account, it's not very much, it still gives a major advantage, obviously. And of course, with you guys being the audience and the viewers, it makes it hard to be relatable on that account. So I'm very happy, guys, that you guys are enjoying the content from the free-to-play perspective, and I'll continue probably making content only on this account going forward, unless it's like a major summon event and I want to summon on the other account just to kind of show my luck, a little bit of entertainment purposes, right? I may do it that way. But in terms of guides, I think going forward, I may just do this. The only reason why I see ever doing my other account at this point would be if there's something brand new that I just can't attain at the moment with my free-to-play, and I want to just get ahead of the game and show you guys what to expect for yourselves in the future, right? So that might be the only reason why I make a pay-to-win account guide, is just how to prepare for something that's coming out, right? Strategies, or just like content or things that may help you guys attain something that will be coming up that will be harder to show on the free-to-play account. Anyway, so I want to just talk about that real quick. So again, thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate you guys showing the support and love. I've been having a blast making content for this game, and honestly, it's been interesting being in a community of so many Final Fantasy players who are so diehard about the content, but also a lot of new gacha players who just are learning the systems of gacha games and understanding the dynamics of a mobile system. It's very unique seeing how much people join this game because of the Final Fantasy name rather than it being a mobile game. So it's kind of cool to see that. Anyways, I'm doing my draws here, guys, because I want to get this done. I'm currently on level, what are we at? Level 5 now on both, I believe. This is on the free-to-play account. So if you are looking to farm efficiently for this game or for this event, I would highly recommend, guys, working on, look at that, that was really good, working on co-op mode. Co-op mode is easily the best way to farm yourself these tokens, okay? Now, I know some of you guys think the weapon may not be worth it. I promise you guys, I'm pretty positive I've made my case about the weapon. I think you guys may regret it if you don't actually try to put some effort into it and use some of your stamina potions. Remember, more stamina potions will be introduced as the game, as we complete these, right? Because they're going to give us more stamina pots. And right now, I believe that this sword, the Torn Wing, is absolutely worth the price of stamina tokens, because it's going to be especially useful for free-to-play players. I think I've proven it by beating EX2 with way lower requirements, and the fact that it helped me survive with less than 5k HP. And I know a lot of you guys are struggling with Sephiroth EX1. If you need a guide, let me know, but it's literally the same guide as EX2. So if you guys need me to actually recreate it, though, let me know, and I'll make an EX1 guide for you to beat Sephiroth as well. But if you have not seen the EX2 guide, follow it the same way, you'll get the same results. So don't worry about it. You guys will easily be able to get it done, I promise, by the time this event is over. And remember, I'm pretty sure I saw this on Twitter, that there will be a second version of this and a much harder version of Sephiroth coming out in the next week. All right, guys, this is Payne. I just wanted to go over the new season pass, talk about its value, and then also talk a little bit about the event, best way to get your stuff in terms of the victory draws, and then, of course, a little bit about the weapon, and then, of course, just my experience with my 2 accounts. All right, guys, Payne. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.